Police are looking for a driver who injured a mother and her two children in a hit and run in the southwest suburbs. It happened at 86th and Cicero. Burbank police say a 29-year-old mother was crossing the street with her two children when a car hit them. Witnesses tell police the vehicle was a gray four-door sedan. The driver did not stop and continue southbound on Cicero Avenue. This Father's Day, the Chicago Police Department remembers fathers who died in the line of duty.
Amen. Fathers, may Almighty God bless you, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
About 100 people gathered at the Gold Star Memorial outside Soldier Field. The police department chaplain prayed and honored those fallen officers whose names are inscribed on the walls of the Gold Star Memorial. They remembered also Commander Paul Bauer, who was shot and killed in February trying to apprehend a suspect at the Thompson Center. Public health officials are warning people who ate at a restaurant in the Loop that they may have been exposed to the measles. If you dined at Honey Grow on Lake Street between 6:30 and 9:30 this past Tuesday night, you could have been exposed. Public health officials have already started reaching out to people who may be at risk. Right now, those most at risk are pregnant women, people whose immune systems are compromised, or those who have not been vaccinated. Officials say there is no longer a risk at the restaurant.
And I'm meteorologist Robb Ellis, watching the pattern very closely because we're looking for a change. Here is the front that's dividing some very warm air to the south from some much cooler air to the north. We're trying to get that to sneak in, and by Monday afternoon, I think for at least parts of the Midwest, we'll see that change. In the meantime, it's 90s for most of the east, bit of a cool down into the west. Some of the Rockies dealing with some pleasant temperatures, but 97 in St. Louis, warmer than Phoenix for your Monday, and that is going to be a pattern that will come to an end by the time we get into Tuesday, at least for Chicago. Showers and storms expected, although we'll get a break for Wednesday and maybe Thursday as well before storms return on your Friday.
The ivy-covered walls of the University of Chicago are home to all kinds of firsts, but the latest could send ripples throughout the nation's elite colleges. As CBS 2's Vince Gerasoli reports, the university will no longer require SAT and ACT scores for undergraduate admission.
Less than 10% of the students who'd like to crack the books at the University of Chicago are accepted for admission. And yet,
we're missing people.
Since the 50s, the competitive university, often ranked in the nation's top 5, has relied on standardized tests like the ACT and SAT to gauge possible student success.
There ought to be other ways to gain access to great universities than simply sitting for 3-hour exams.
What is the most likely reason Jordan draws a distinction?
We know that there are thousands, tens of thousands of students who are significantly disadvantaged in their ability to take these tests.
B, to disagree with Hamilton's claim.
In particular, students from inner city and rural schools who may not have the same access to costly test preparation as more wealthy neighborhoods.
C, to contend that Hamilton was too timid in his support.
Now, in a bold step, the U of C is becoming the first of the nation's elite schools to make the tests optional for admission.
We're trying to kind of equalize and make things more accessible to everybody in the country.
Just like a lot of pressure.
Memories of the tests are fresh in the minds, even among students who took them years ago.
I just didn't feel like it was measuring my potential aptitude in college.
Aloha, my name's Noe and I love surfing and ukulele.
Other universities have allowed students to submit video essays for their admissions consideration, and in this digital age, the U of C will do the same.
One shouldn't be using the same admissions tools that one was using in 1950.
Vince Gerasoli, CBS 2 News.
There are roughly 900 colleges and universities across the country where reporting test scores is optional. In sports, Addison Russell and Jason Hayward homered, and Ian Happ's double broke a 3-all tie as the Cubs rallied to beat the St. Louis Cardinals 6-3 Saturday. They play again Sunday night. On Sunday, the Tigers beat the White Sox 3-1. For the latest headlines day or night, head to CBSChicago.com. I'm Jim Williams. Have a great day.